Hey, welcome. Today we are going to strip away all the cliches and really dive into three powerful and maybe even kind of surprising truths about what it actually means to be a good person. We all think we have the answer to this one, don't we? It's about being kind, helping people out, doing the right thing. But what if the reasons we do those things and what we kind of expect to get back are all just a little bit off? Let's dig in.
All right, first up, we're talking about motivation. See, we often think that being good is this performance we put on for other people. But our first big truth here suggests the why behind it all should be way more personal. It's not about them, it's about you.
Okay, just take a beat and let that one sink in. This very first idea completely challenges the notion that goodness is some kind of act for an audience. It's saying the number one person who should benefit from your goodness is you. So this really lays out a huge contrast, right? The myth we're often sold is that we should be good to get that external validation. A thank you, a like on social media, a pat on the back. But the truth? Real goodness is about internal happiness. It's about being able to look at yourself in the mirror and just feel that sense of peace and self-respect. Honestly, that's a total game changer. So let's move on to our second truth. This one tackles a really common frustration, one I think we've all felt. Hey, if I'm such a good person, why do bad things still happen to me? Well, the answer is all about changing how we think about time.
This really just gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? It's admitting, right up front, that life isn't always fair, especially in the short term. Doing the right thing isn't some magic shield that protects you from everything bad. But, and this is so important, it promises that eventually it'll come back around.
Think about it this way. So often, we treat being good like it's a vending machine. You put in a good deed and you expect an immediate reward to pop out. But the reality is, it's a lot more like planting a tree. You don't get shade and fruit the next day. It's a long-term investment in who you are and the life you're trying to build. So how does this actually work? Well, it's a pretty simple cycle. First, you do something good, big or small. Then comes step 2, which is honestly the hardest part. You just let time and life happen. Things unfold with all the usual ups and downs. But if you stay the course, you eventually hit step 3, the inevitable return. It might not look how you expect or come when you expect, but that good energy you put out into the world, it finds its way back to you. And that brings us to our third and final truth, and this one might be the most counterintuitive of them all. It's all about how being a genuinely good person actually affects your social life. Wow, that is such a powerful, subtle little twist of words. It completely flips the script on how we think about relationships that change or even end. It's not about some failure on your part. Let's break that down a little more. The myth is that if you're just nice enough and kind enough and good enough, then everybody will like you and everyone will stick around. But the truth is something way more profound. Your integrity, your values, your goodness, they all act as a filter. And some people just won't vibe with that, and they'll naturally drift away. So let's give this idea a name, right? Let's call it the social filter. It's not about you actively pushing people away. It's just the natural, organic result of living your truth. People who can't match your energy or respect your values, well, they end up losing you. And the ones who are left, those are your people. Those are the real connections. So let's pull all of these three truths together now. Because when you combine them, you don't just have three separate ideas. You end up with a much deeper, more solid definition of what it really means to be a good person. So let's wrap it all up. Being a good person, it really starts from the inside. It's for your happiness, not for a round of applause. It takes patience, because it's a long-term investment, not some quick transaction. And in the end, that commitment you make to yourself acts as a powerful filter, clearing out the relationships that don't fit and leaving you with the ones that truly matter.
So the whole thing really boils down to this one question. When you stop and really think about it, who are you being good for? Is it for them, or is it for the peace, the integrity, and the real connections that you're building for yourself? It's definitely something worth thinking about. Thanks for exploring this with me.